if you want to distribute a form more widely, and you don't want to add users to the system, you simply want to invite users with an email to complete your form, you can do that. So the first thing you want to do is select Forms, go into your form, and if you've watched the other videos, you'll know that it's Images is the form we've been using. And then you select Distribution here. You select Web here, and then Configure, and then select Enable Web Distribution. You'll see that there's a greeting and an on completion email. Both of these have been completed, have been filled in for you. You can change the text on this, and you can also use HTML. So say on completion, you just want to say thank you, and you want it to be in bold. You can add some simple HTML to it to do that. If you want to see what HTML tags are available, select the link there, and it gives you a full list. Okay, and then when you hit save, you'll be given a link. Now all you need to do is email this link out to as many people as you like, and they can all complete the form as many times as they like. The downside is there's no control over who can and can't complete this form. So if you're going to use a web distribution, you want to make sure that in the form itself you ask for the user's name and email address. You use the fields to get that information. But again, you're relying on the users to complete those fields properly. If you want a little bit more control, say you want to email the forms out and you want to have at least an email record of the people that have completed the form, you can do an email distribution here. So again, you select Configure, Enable Email Distribution, and as you'll see here, you've got the same two messages as a web distribution form, but you've got two more options here. You've got email messages and options. Inside email messages, you're going to get this invitation. Now the invitation sends out a specific and unique link just to the person in that email address. So in the web distribution, you got one general link for everybody. Email, you actually get a specific link for each email recipient. And you've got a standard greeting, invitation message, and a standard reminder, and you can preview those by selecting them this way. Reminders work a little bit differently in this when you do it this kind of distribution than when you do it with groups, and I'll show you how to send a reminder in a minute. Inside options, you've got the ability to restrict the number of submissions. Say you want to restrict this so that the person doing can only do it once. Simply put number 1 in there and click Save. So now the link that is sent out in this email address here, the link that'll be sent out here will only work once. But again, there's nothing stopping a user from having someone else complete the form on their behalf. So because they don't have to log in, the security is not as stringent, but you'll probably end up having more people complete the form. So again, it's up to you how you want to distribute the form. So once you've done that, you want to go to your participants link. So if you go back to your form, email, and when you come here, you'll have your participants link here. And this is where you invite your participants. Again, when you do with a web distribution, you just email it from your own email client. When you do from an email distribution, you have to do it in here. So you actually have to invite participants. If a participant has already been invited, you can do nothing or send another invitation, or you can send a reminder. I'm just going to say nothing for now. And you can copy and paste as many email addresses in here as you like. I'm just going to put mine in. And then when I submit this, you should see I should come up in the participant list. Now, if you're doing an email distribution, you have to have at least one person being sent the form. Then when you go back to your status and publish this form, I will probably be sent an email. I should be anyways. New status will publish that. And everyone on the participant list will be emailed, but because it's just me on this form. And this is the email that I will have received. Now if you look here, you'll notice that this link is different from the link in the web distribution. So this ends in J47 and this ends in PB3. That's because, like I say, if this is a general link that can be sent out to anybody, when it's an email distribution, everybody gets their own link. And you'll also notice that it's been addressed to my email address. So my email address is robert.cutforth@manchester.ac.uk. So whatever is before the @ symbol, that's how they'll be addressed. And then when I select this, it'll take me to the form and I can complete it. I'm just going to do this quickly. Next, and then do my signature, and then submit the form, and you'll see your submission has been received. Okay, so now because we limited it to only one submission per participant, if I try to click that link again, you'll see that it says maximum number of submissions reached.